You're changing history, you're changing culture, and you had people, and I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists, because they should be condemned totally.
Abraham Lincoln here is one of the most racist presidents we've had in modern history.
We're trotting out and peddling the most racist, sexist, bigoted stereotypes.
And their colleagues have distorted the facts.
Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Excuse me, Hunter. Apparently you're afraid of my words.
Hunter Biden is not above the law. We want to send him to the DOJ, and we want to trust the DOJ to do their job.
I want my Republican colleagues to give me one thing, that I can go campaign on and say we did.
The bill, as I said, codifies one definition of anti-Semitism. A definition that the author says shouldn't be codified.
RICO is not a crime. They want to act like they blind. They don't know what this is. These are our national secrets. Looks like in the shitter to me.
Leadership of the plans to get them back into chambers. That would have been call number 3 with Speaker Pelosi.
So you didn't have one call, you didn't have 2 calls, you had 3 calls. So Speaker Pelosi's comments that she didn't speak to were inaccurate.
That is correct, sir.
Welcome to the Off Label Podcast, your daily dose of sanity in an insane world. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like oh, I froze. Hold on. I'm sorry. No,
Jesus.
It looks like there was well, fuck you. It looks like there was an ambush that actually happened in Idaho that killed 2 firefighters and injured another. And none of this makes any kind of sense as far as to why and any real motive. We have nothing as far as that goes yet. We will give you as much as we can on this situation and kind of rolled up in a nice, neat little bow here. But we also have the ACLU filing a class action against birthright citizenship. And the wording of this is kind of weird because they were also arguing that you can kill your kids. But yet they're saying that these kids have rights. It's weird. We got, let's see, we got the, Jesus Christ, I am all over the place today. Oh, yeah. The CNN actually gives Trump more credit, and it's pretty obvious they're trying to switch up something and let kind of pull back off their bullshit. I am fucking up this intro altogether today, so you know what? Fuck it. Let's just roll.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you can get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing. Won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. I'll make it look like I'm losing. Won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.
Ever wish your child was a full-blown liberal idiot, desperate to turn them into a Jew-hating extremist who'd rather burn a flag than think for themselves? Well, Harvard University has the answer. For the low, low price of $500,000, we'll transform your kid into the kind of zealot who sets bags of shit on fire in the street, screaming about whatever CNN's whining about today. Our elite program guarantees they'll swap reason for rage and facts for feelings, faster than you can say protest permit. But wait, there's more. Our tuition doesn't cover the essentials. Blue hair dye, nose piercings, and a weak, flaccid body are sold separately. And don't forget parents, you'll be footing the bill for these. Plus financially supporting your adult child for the rest of their life because they'll never become productive members of society. Why work when you can protest?
Results not guaranteed. Side effects include chronic virtue signaling, allergic reactions to logic, and an obsession with trending hashtags. Harvard University is not liable for arrests, property damage, or your kid's newfound hatred of you. Consult your bank account before enrolling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is that bad. Ladies and gentlemen, how y'all doing today?
Hi, everybody. Welcome to a brand new week of this fucking lunacy. Where,
There's a lot of weird shit going on, and I fucked up the intro completely 100% horribly. I had it down pat. It was going to be great, and then I pushed the go button, and it was like...
His brain went mush.
The yellow one is the sun.
It's a cup of dirt. Put an F on it and just keep going.
What is up, everybody? We got Harley's dad in the house. Hey, how you doing, Harley's dad? Michael Stetson with us. Jennifer, Just Rhonda, Carolyn Hall. Let's see, Sentinel's with us. Yep, we'll
playing
see
hooky
more.
one.
Oh, playing hooky's here. We'll see more piling in on the Rumble side. We got Jennifer and Biz.
And Biz.
Jennifer again with the $10 before we started. You both need to be watching for clusters of new graffiti in your areas. Look for houses with lots of cars around it, heavy people, traffic. Monitor those guys. By the way, howdy. To understand, we were talking about sleeper cells in Kansas
I'll play the
City.
I'll play the video real quick again.
Okay, screw it. Yeah, let me go to... There you go. Are you unmuted? Nope. Go ahead.
Come on. This is where I live, folks. This is where I live.
Yeah.
So that's what Jennifer was referring to.
Yeah, so just to let y'all know. Now there
Kansas
is
City has the most sleeper cells the FBI has released.
Yeah. And that's a dangerous situation because we've seen them activate all over the place with Tren de Aragua and MS-13. But now we're talking about Iranians. Now we're talking about Russians. Now we're talking about Chinese. Now we're talking about everybody that we've let through the fucking border, dude.
Yeah. The past 4 years, and then when Obama was in, they let a bunch in. For 8 years.
Didn't they have that what was it, that it sounded like a Chat GPT story of some Iranian dude that tried to hire a U.S. citizen to kill or to assassinate Donald Trump for $5,000, and their plans were handwritten on napkins. I mean, we had that was a Rob thing. Like, he read that off with that Iranian assassination thing, and I was like, this sounds like a fucking Chat GPT version of Tom Clancy novel. The prompt was Iranian tries to kill the president. And it sounded so fucking fake, man. But it turned out to be true.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Fuck. But yeah.
I don't know, man. It's fucking crazy. And of course, all the fucking libs are blaming Donald Trump for the fucking bombing of Iran, for throwing those bombs in Iran. Like, he's allowed to do it. He's allowed to fucking do it. Didn't hear shit when Obama was doing 12,000.
Right.
A fucking thing.
You want to talk about crazy?
What's going on? Isn't there a 2.0 this weekend coming up?
Read that, Davey.
It says large group of Marines moving in Los Angeles at night. Looks like a movie. Downtown LA, 6/28/25.
That was last night, ladies and gentlemen.
No,
Oh,
that
okay.
was today's the first. It was 2 nights ago or 3 nights ago.
2 nights ago when he recorded, and it's been uploaded. Okay. Okay. So this was 2 fucking days ago.
Yeah.
The Marines ain't playing, are they?
That's a lot.
Well, I mean, he deployed 700 of them.
Well, I mean, they could also be bringing the trucks to be in front of the buildings or to corner off some streets or shit like that to keep people.
But why would you be doing
area.
that? Why would you be staging? Look at this. Look at this. They're arriving there. Look at this shit. No, dude. No.
California's going to be the first one in one of those fucking movies with a military checkpoint. It's going to be California.
But then again, dude, like I said, that movie Civil War, everybody was all up in arms. How the fuck does Texas and California come together? This is why. Because our
illegals.
Our military invades to bring out the illegals. And all the motherfuckers that were played up into the fucking played up into the media and everything just kind of rebelled. It's the same fucking shit.
That's
Remember, the biggest question in the movie was, why did you drone strike American citizens?
I gotta watch that movie again.
It was I got pissed off because there was no explanation to anything, but my wife was right. That wasn't the fucking point. The point of the movie was just the way they covered it. It was from their point of view because they did not give a shit. They were disconnected from everything, disassociated from life itself, and didn't even care.
Who, the reporters?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, they put themselves in fucking harm's way just to get pictures. Just
Dead
report on
people.
things.
Yes. But look at that, dude. Those were the 700 fucking Marines that he ordered to go in there. Yep. Dude, it's about to get fucking lit down there, I'm telling you.
I don't know. With the FBI and all the IRS and all them looking into who's funding all this stuff, and all of a sudden it's been a quiet few weekends. I mean, I saw some stuff from Portland yesterday.
Look, I will say this while this runs before you go into that. I will say this though. At what point in time, even with less than lethal ammunition, right control, every bit of that, Marines are fucking badasses. All right? They will fucking tie you in a knot and send you back home to mama crying. Even hand to hand, they can take a few fucking, they're going to take 3 or 4 fucking citizens per person that don't even know what the fuck they're doing. You know? So you got 700 of them. God fucking damn, dude. But even if they're using less than lethal and everything like that, when LA starts using lethal, how do you solve for that? When they start, oh, you're using your weapons that are shooting just literal fucking pepper balls, less than lethal rounds, but you're using your weapons on us. You are the military. You're using our weapons on us. Okay, fine. We'll use ours on you. But you're not shooting, they're not shooting rubber bullets.
Yeah, but there's something. It's constitutionally, they're not allowed to shoot Americans.
That was the whole point, Rhonda. Yeah, I didn't like the way it made me feel either, but everybody was sitting there talking about how does Texas and California come together? How would that be a thing? How would they ever be a coalition? Because
So I
they're
don't
two
get-
opposites in the same goddamn field.
So are you saying that all the Democrats get murdered in that movie, and it's only Republicans and all the Democrats get
No.
murdered in Texas?
All the Republicans are murdered in Texas. Because everybody has guns, everybody's used guns. That's what Texas's thing is. Democrats are a force to be fucking reckoned with in Texas, too. Let's not forget that shit. But just because at the start of some shit, like this shit starts popping the fuck off, Democrats in Texas just start fucking killing people and taking control.
Yeah, but then California, how do you get the Democrats to take over the Republicans in California?
Ah, come the fuck on. What are you talking about? Republicans in California? These there ain't that.
It's New
You
York.
got
Listen,
the backwoods shit in California.
California, the blue part of California is the middle of California. So you got the north and the south of California are red states, just like Jersey. Jersey's
Right.
the same thing.
Right.
Jersey's the same thing. The middle is where everybody fucking is, and the top and bottom are red.
And
So that's
you're
what I mean.
split as forces.
Yeah, but-
you were split. You cannot
But you
help the
can't-
top of fucking California without going through the fucking middle.
Yeah, but the middle. How many guns does the middle have compared to the outside ring, to the north and the south?
You'd be fucking surprised. Dude, you're talking about the cartels working safely in those areas because of illegal immigration. You'd be fucking surprised. Motherfuckers come out there militant as fuck, just start mowing motherfuckers down.
I've never in California. I've never seen that.
I'm not
No,
talking about the random citizens, and I'm damn sure not talking about the gangs. I'm talking about the cartels that are sleeping in that area because they allowed it.
I've never heard of that.
Have you ever heard of a mob stronghold until you walk up in the motherfucker?
Yeah.
Huh? Why? Because it was found out later on at the time. Nobody fucking knew that there was a mob boss in downtown in a fucking basement of a goddamn meat cutting facility. Until it was found out. Now you got fucking cartels posting up in fucking Los Angeles. How do you think all this shit was funded, dude?
Oh, listen. Well, USAID.
Because of?
I guess the cartels.
You remember Operation Fast and Furious? We
Yeah.
funded them. Then we
Yeah.
gave them money to come up in here with all these motherfuckers, start human trafficking all over the goddamn place because our borders are wide the fuck open. Now they've been here entrenched for fucking years. Don't tell me the money that we gave them to do so, they didn't fortify with their own ammunition right there on the street. Like I said, why would I ever send one bullet in a fucking war if you welcome my troops with open arms? What sense would that fucking make? If you welcome my troops into your fucking society and give them everything that they need to succeed, including arming themselves, why would I send a single bullet? Why would I pay for one? You've paid for it yourself. What would be the point?
I understand.
I like the fact that I've actually been looking at these, like, Team 4-Star videos again. They're starting to throw that shit. I don't know why Yu-Gi-Oh! Is there. That's weird. I fucking actually hate that show. But yeah.
I don't chip an animation.
But let's get to the real point of the conversation here. Ladies and gentlemen, listen up.
Now there is an active shooter situation developing in Idaho. As you look at your screen right now, multiple firefighters have been ambushed and shot while responding to a brush fire in the city of Coeur d'Alene. Reports say multiple people have been injured. Police are asking people to avoid this area, and a press conference is scheduled for later this hour. We will bring you any new updates as we get them.
All right, an ambush at a brush fire. Firefighters have been shot. An ambush at a brush fire. What? Going off just that alone, what does it sound like?
An ambush at a brush fire? I have no idea.
Why? Why would that be a thing? Come on, think.
Why would somebody have an ambush at a brush fire? Moses?
Oh.
Talking to the burning bush?
Why would you do it?
Because you're a psychopath.
Okay, cool. Now, let's take psychopathy into it. An ambush at a brush fire. The psychopath set the brush fire to gather attention for somebody who wouldn't suspect shit. He could pick them the fuck off.
That's what he did.
Now, this right here was the sound of all that shit over their comms. A psychopathic motherfucker literally sat a fucking brush fire just so they would respond unarmed, because it's a fire, there's no reason to be armed, so he could pick them the fuck off. Now the question is, why?
Central BC 5, Central BC 5. BC 5 up 6. Send law enforcement right now. There's an active shooter zone. They're shot. BC 3's down. BC 1's down. Everybody's shot up here. Law enforcement, code 3 now up here.
BC 3, BC 1 is down. Everybody's shot.
551, 10 or 14 up here. Stop. Get out of the way. 10 or 14. Engine push 551. Do not come up here.
Staying out of the way. Tell them to get out of the way. Do not come up.
21 copies. Remaining staging. Central from 551. 551. You get an ETA on life flight, please. What? You're busy. You see what life flight has to offer. Go and get started. Also, if you can do a...
They got life flights started already. Also,
enact the MCI for the county police.
enact the MCI for county police for something.
I copying BC.
They copied, they
This
got
is
it.
the upper parking lot. This is the upper parking lot. Up on the dirt parking lot. We need law enforcement
Upper parking lot.
up here immediately. Law enforcement up here immediately. Copy upper parking lot. Immediately out law enforcement. Go. Another Coeur d'Alene firefighter down. Needs help immediately. We need law
Another one's down. He needs help.
enforcement immediately. I copy another firefighter down. Continuing law enforcement. I copy. 2 battalion chiefs. 1 off. 1 firefighter down. Engineer to Golf, I'm down. Both battalion chiefs are responsible.
This was the dude that was injured. There were 2 killed, 1 injured. I am down.
Engineer to Golf down. I can't move. I copy. You can't move. Go to location.
Hear the gunshots?
Yeah, there was one that rang out. At least one in the background that rang out.
Sounded like 3.
But could that have been an echo? Because it was bum bum bum. Could it not bounced off trees and shit?
Maybe.
Microphone, especially the way that it's built, like this. There's different. This is a condenser, so I have to talk directly into it or around the top of it. But you got ones that you can talk all the way around it and shit like that.
I'm watching
the sound all the time.
An LAPD live or a PD live, whatever it is. That was 3. And first 48, that was 3.
That could have been at most 2.
We're all at the upper parking lot. We're all at the upper parking lot. Please, law enforcement, as soon as possible, get law enforcement up to the upper parking lot, the dirt parking lot. I'm not having any response from the battalion chief.
You need somebody in the upper parking lot right now. I'm not having any response. What?
They're above me inside the rig. I need help. I don't see anybody around.
I can't hear it. He's just mumbling.
Vehicle. Then immediately up here, we've got 2 unresponsive battalion chiefs, gunshot wounds, multiple gunshot wounds. 2 Coeur d'Alene firefighters are down. I copy. 2 unresponsive battalion chiefs. Law enforcement getting there as quickly as they can. Law enforcement get up here. We could possibly get the 2 wounded out. I'm pinned down behind Battalion 1's rig. It's clear to me that this fire was set intentionally to draw us in.
There you go. It's clear to me that this fire was intentionally set to draw us in.
I copy. Do you want my flight to launch? 100% sure where they would land. I think they need to be prepared to launch. Yeah, they're prepared to launch. Go 107. Start dispatching 4 ambulances.
Oh.
What a piece of shit.
I'm just gonna pause it right there for a second. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back to chat here for a second. Why? What would be the motivation for that?
He's a crazy person.
What do you mean by crazy?
Okay. Sarah Fields reports the suspect is in the shooting that killed 2 Idaho firefighters and injured another 20-year-old Wes and injured another is 20-year-old Wes Rowley. He has a prior arrest for assault in 2024. The incident involved him allegedly attacking a woman with a knife, for which he was charged with the felony assault with a deadly weapon. He pleaded guilty to a reduced charge of misdemeanor assault.
Scroll up because it's getting behind my head here. There you go.
Receiving a sentence of 180 days in jail with 150 days suspended. So he spent 30 days in jail?
Yeah. For attacking a woman with a knife?
An assault with a deadly weapon, which was felony assault. He was also ordered to undergo a mental health evaluation and complete anger management classes.
Oh, so was I, though. So I'm psychotic.
Well, these social media activities. I mean, there's a lot of things that coincide here, buddy. I'm not gonna lie. Riley's social
maybe
media
because I
activity,
have an actual fucking conscience, and there's no way I could actually do it.
particularly on X, revealed disturbing content. He posted about his. I'm not. Let me finish. Let me finish before you defend yourself.
I will.
No,
okay.
you're gonna take forever. He posted about his disdain for authority figures, including police and firefighters, and expressed radical views. His posts included threats and general hostility towards society, which raised concerns among those who followed him. Additionally, he was known to have made threats against his family, leading to no contact being issued against him. I will add this to the thread as I discover more information. I will not be posting about his family unless the concern needs to be known. But this is
straight up. Wait, pause for a second. You remember that show Dexter?
Yeah.
Why does that look like the kid killer that he was going up against that one fucking season?
I never saw that, but if you say so, I believe you.
I got to do it.
But yeah, Facebook post where you headed and for how long. This part of motherhood is really hard on a mom. He is headed to Idaho to work for his dad's tree company. Oh, wow. For summer break, I assume. He will definitely learn and grow. No, it might be permanent if it works out. And yeah, he worked at his dad's tree service as a manager.
Oh, what was that?
2021.
What fucking season was that? God damn it. Yeah, they threw him having a kid in there. That wasn't it.
Why you look for that? I'm gonna play this.
Okay. Do I have you? Yeah, go ahead.
You look like a Republican.
What's gayer than a Republican? My name is Dan Carney, and I am the straight boyfriend of a bisexual woman. And I'm here with her at Pride. Do you think that I would be a top or a bottom? Oh. And I want to show her that I care. Excuse me, would you mind taking our picture? She didn't even want me to come. I insisted. Thank you. Thank you. This is your day, it's our day. We are a team. We are a queer. You know, she gets tired. You're leaving. Okay. Okay, I'll hold down the fort. Just because I'm heterosexual doesn't mean that, you know, I can't celebrate too. I mean, my girlfriend's bisexual. Hey, I feel like that makes me an honorary member of the community.
Let me show you something.
Oh, okay. Somebody gave me a little piece of candy, and it's making me feel very light. Only if someone does one with me.
Oh, sure we will.
Yeah? Who wants Jello shots? I feel very warm. Oh, wow, he's tonguing that thing, but in a good way. Jealous, am I right? The people here are amazing. I will take that as constructive feedback.
Thank you so much.
This is my favorite day of the year.
Okay.
Next year, I'm coming back a bottom.
Okay, time to go.
You're bottom. High five.
Thank you
Have
so
an
much.
amazing day.
Thank you.
How to date a liberal woman.
There it is. There it is. There it is. Jeremy Downs. Jeremy Downs. That's the actor.
Oh,
Throw
shit.
yours back up. Throw yours back up. I found
He
it.
does.
Motherfucker. That's Jeremy Downs from the Dexter Show. That's the killer. What the fuck? No, there ain't no way.
What's that kid's name?
This one is the actor? That's Jeremy Downs.
Oh, that's his name, Jeremy Downs?
Yes. The shooter is not Jeremy Downs, but he looks exactly fucking like him.
Yeah.
What is this?
This is a weird fucking... And then this Facebook post is weird.
But then again, after all of that, this was released here for you, ladies and gentlemen.
This is a Fox News alert. Officials giving an update on the active shooter situation developing in Ohio. At least 2 firefighters have been killed after they were ambushed putting out a fire earlier today. Police say they are still receiving fire as we speak. Let's listen in.
With their surroundings.
Sheriff Norris.
Did you mention that the person that called it in is most likely the shooter?
No.
Okay.
No, we didn't say that. We said the first call was at 121 on a fire, and then we started receiving over our radio that the firefighters were receiving shots fired from the mountain.
So literally somebody called it in, and the next call with them getting shot at.
Mm-hmm. So either somebody saw some shit, or the caller was the dude himself.
Yeah.
Sheriff Norman, has anything happened like this before? And if so, do you think you and other law enforcement entities will be more aware going forward?
You know, this is an interesting dynamic.
What up, Hell? How you doing, Ken?
Seen some of these things in a urban environment where firefighters were in a urban setting, putting out firefighters during civil disobedience.
Just Rhonda. He neither confirmed nor denied that.
Yeah, he could have had somebody call in and say there's a brush fire as they left the park and left them there.
Which means a conspiracy. He neither confirmed nor denied it was anybody else. He just said, we got this call at this time. The next call we got was because we were getting shot at.
Being shot at, I've seen that. I can't say that I've seen it in a rural setting myself, but I have seen it in an urban setting frequently where firefighters do get shot at in, civil unrest, yes.
So do we know if there's 1 or 2 shooters?
We don't know if there's 1, 2, 3, or 4. Yeah, we don't know.
Well, it turned out to be just one motherfucker, apparently. The Idaho mass shooter has been found dead, according to Kootenai, whatever the fuck county sheriff. This evening, members of the SWAT team located a deceased male on Canfield Mountain. A firearm was found nearby. Additional information was provided during the scheduled press briefing at 9:30 p.m. At this time, the shelter in place is being lifted. However, there's still an active wildfire on Canfield Mountain. Residents in the area are advised to be prepared and ready should further action need be taken. Follow official sources for the most up-to-date information. So the dude is dead. And we have no idea whether he ended himself or they ended him. But we can take it to CBS. Let's finish this off with CBS. Because this is going to be fun.
Let's now turn to a tragedy in northern Idaho. So police say a man deliberately set a wildfire with the intention of ambushing first responders, an ambush with bullets. In the end, 2 firefighters lost their lives. Another firefighter
pause.
wounded. That suspect is now...
Did he really have to say an ambush with bullets?
I mean, he started a no. Because you're talking about him shooting fucking officers. I don't think he's gonna shoot him with
paintball guns.
Yeah, I mean, this,
fucking BB guns.
I mean, 2 people are dead. Goddamn. This is an airsoft fucking battlefield. Apparently, he just set up an airsoft shit. What?
Been identified. This happening in the Idaho city of Coeur d'Alene, or just away from the city of Coeur d'Alene. In fact, we're now getting our hands on what it sounded like, those critical moments for help from...
I do not like the fact that this motherfucker is trying to dramatize it so much. It really fucking bothers me.
Of course.
Like he's trying to play it up. He's trying to be a ham for the camera. I get it. But yeah.
Central Dispatch, listen.
They are reporting a brush fire going northeast. Some law enforcement right now, there's an active shooter zone. Everybody shot up here. Law enforcement, code 3 now up here. Another Coeur d'Alene firefighter down. Needs help immediately. We need law enforcement immediately.
Unimaginable. CBS News reporter Andres Gutierrez reports from that area. Andres, we know firefighters in these United States, when wildfires are more common, they're a part of the heartbeat of what it is to be an American hero. So many of our hearts sunk when we saw this story break yesterday. What do we know about the shooter? What do we know about the victims?
Well, we'll start with the shooter, Reed. Right now, there are 2 law enforcement sources that are telling CBS News that the shooter in this case is 20-year-old Wes Rowley. They believe that...
Al says dude is totally gay. Which one? Which one? Because gaydar is going off for both. I'm sorry, it is.
He came out here yesterday, began a brush fire as a way to lure these firefighters up here on Canfield Mountain. As you could see, heavily wooded, high slopes. He ended up taking a sniper's position. These firefighters ended up arriving as they would assess the situation. Within 20 minutes of them doing so here on the scene, that's when the fire began. As you heard there in the
To give him credit, he looks like a rejected test tube clone baby of Jim Jordan. He's acting like it too. The voice, the cadence, the motion.
Introduction, just a chaotic scene. Those firefighters taking cover, others being wounded. 2 of them
You
dying
see it
here
now,
on
don't you?
scene, being transported officially.
Or just where they're from
but they
same
succumbed
area.
to the injuries out
All
here.
inbred.
They tried their best,
Yeah,
but couldn't.
hands
at
on the hips
hospital.
kind of
Third
situation.
one
I've seen Jim
underwent
do that.
surgery, and he's still, though, fighting for his
Rolling up
life
his sleeves.
as we speak. Then the search for the suspect began, and now let me just tell you, it was pretty chaotic, not only for those
Dude, no,
firefighters,
full
but
screen.
for law enforcement trying to find this person.
Right.
You imagine 1:30 in the afternoon, pretty.
I'm gonna be fucking completely honest. When I was listening to this, that's the only thing I thought. This motherfucker sounds like Jim Jordan if Jim Jordan just had a nasal fucking infection.
Heavily wooded area, hikers out here, pretty popular hiking destination. And so besides flooding the area with law enforcement, they ended up resorting to technology. Everyone carries one of these, and this is tracking your position at all times. And so they ended up figuring out that there was a cell phone that had not moved from a certain location near the shooting as of 3:26 yesterday afternoon. And then at 7 o'clock, the police sent over a chopper with a sniper on board, and they saw the body of this 20-year-old, a rifle right next to him. The fire was moving in quickly, and so they ended up hoisting him onto the helicopter and taking him out of the scene there, because obviously they want to figure out whether he shot himself or if the exchange and gunfire that they initiated earlier in the afternoon was what took his life. That's still being determined. A medical examiner will eventually reveal that information. Then, hearts are really heavy here. This is a community that backs the first responders. There was hundreds of people ended up coming out as they transported the bodies of those firefighters from the hospital here in Coeur d'Alene out to Spokane, where the ME is located. And so you had hundreds lining Interstate I-90 to show that support. And so heavy hearts are out here, but also there is still the containment efforts that are taking place. This fire, as of last night, had burned at least 20 acres. It took firefighters at least 5 hours to even get to the scene, because obviously the scene wasn't secure. Eventually, when they determined that the suspect was dead, they were able to start sending in the first wave of crews. And
this shit burned for 5 fucking hours, dude.
Did it really?
That's what he said. It took the firefighter crews, because they responded. They got shut down behind enemy fire.
Oh, yeah?
It took them 5 hours to respond to a fire because they had to secure this fucking scene. I don't know who it was in Rob's chat. Whoever the fuck it was, you might have been right, because he was like, this sounds like eco-terrorism. He might have been fucking right.
Eco-terrorism?
Yeah.
What is that?
Oh, you send a brush fire because you're all worried about fires and everything and how it burns out of control because of the carbon and everything like that. We need to take care of that. Climate change. Motherfuckers go out shooting and shit. I mean, gluing yourself to the fucking road, gluing yourself to a fucking factory floor, gluing yourself, destroying paintings with fucking whatever orange paint, whatever the fuck you guys are throwing the fuck out. None of that fucking work. Nobody's caring anymore, so why not get violent? Because that's the only thing America cares about.
They've been calling for that for about a year, about 2 years now.
He might have been right. Oregon Live, gunman shot Idaho firefighters after they asked him to move his vehicle. What?
Third Rail says Canada gets a lot of eco-terrorism. What up, Sober?
One shot out, where is it? 150. Let's go with that. After they asked him to move his vehicle, sheriff says, a man shot fire battling blaze in North. After they asked him to move his vehicle, killing 2 of them, wounding a third, sheriff said Monday. The man had set a fire, and the firefighters who rushed to put it out the blaze, on Sunday, instead found themselves in an ambush. They took cover behind the fire trucks, but 2 died, and a third was wounded during a barrage of gunfire over several hours, authorities said. It appears the man later killed himself in Kootenai. How do you say that?
Kootenai County.
Coochie fucking county.
Coochie County.
The first responders made urgent calls for help on their radios at Canfield, and everybody shut up here. The 2 helicopters converged in the area, armed with snipers. Yeah, you can hear my wife. Armed with snipers ready to take out the suspect if needed. When the FBI used this data, they eventually found the suspect in the mountains. The suspect has been identified as Wesley Rossley. Law enforcement told the Associated Press on Monday the official spoke on the condition of anonymity because they were not authorized to discuss the investigation. So you got a whistleblower. Hold up, you got a whistleblower in this. It sounds like Kootenai. It could be Kootenai. I don't know. I'm just going to call it Coochie County Just fuck them.
So what about Coochie County?
No, but apparently this motherfucker went from Arizona and moved to Idaho. 2 years later, he sets a brush fire in Idaho and starts killing fucking firefighters.
Yeah, because he's always had a thing for them.
Other than the fact that you're psychotic as fuck and you just want the easiest targets, why firefighters? It makes no fucking sense.
It said on his X post that he didn't like firefighters and everything like that.
It doesn't fucking matter with that, dude. There's no goddamn way in hell. Like, okay, you can let the firefighters do their shit, but you know cops are gonna come up. Unless you're
He's a mental patient. What is he
looking to
care?
pick off easy fuck? No, here's the goddamn situation about it all, brother. Yes, he is a fucking mental patient. You are correct, but unless you're looking to pick off easy fucking targets, because you know once the harder targets get up, it's game over.
Yeah, like I said, he said it said on his X post. He posted about his disdain for authority figures, including police and firefighters, and expressed radical views.
I get you.
So yeah. So he wanted to do harm, and the easiest targets first were the firefighters because they weren't armed.
So again, the dude that was in Rob's chat that said this sounds like eco-terrorism is fucking right. Because if you're picking off firefighters who were unarmed, just trying to put out fires that won't burn down anybody's fucking house when they're put out, that's eco-terrorism.
Yeah.
He might have been right. But, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get into this. And, you know what? Can we stall this one for a sec? Let's stall this one for a second. Let's see if we can get away with this on YouTube. This is going to be fun. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle the fuck up.
And do you have any science to back up your opinion?
The best data are autopsies. So in the largest autopsy series published to date, I know because I'm the senior author, of all the deaths we examined, and we re-reviewed them. We had an adjudication committee. We had ways of arbitration deciding on did the vaccine cause death. The answer is, of these cases that came in for autopsy after vaccination, 73.9% of individuals, it was determined that the vaccine was the cause of death. First author is Holscher and colleagues. He's sitting right behind me.
And do you have
the spike and everything that we fucking saw? Yep. We're going to get fucking hit with medical misinformation on this shit. I goddamn know it. But the spike and everything that we saw, everything that we tracked down, all the other bullshit we've done with fucking Rumble because YouTube would not allow you to fucking show that. I was bringing up APS. I was bringing up a lot of information. You're going to sit there and fucking tell me the largest autopsy study reveals 74% died from the vaccines? Now, hold up. This is a big shit, right? Because it's out of context. He's saying shit. Other than, listen the fuck again.
any science to back up your opinion?
The best data are autopsies. So in the largest autopsy series published to date, I know because I'm the senior author, of all the deaths we examined, and we re-reviewed them. We had an adjudication committee.
Of all the deaths we examined, which means this was something they were looking for. This was something in a body. This was something that you were supposed to look for, right? Because you examined them for that fucking issue.
Had ways of arbitration deciding on did the vaccine cause death. The answer is, of these cases that came in for autopsy after vaccination, 73.9% of individuals, it was determined that the vaccine was the cause of death.
And why? Because they had some kind of fucking reaction to it. 8.5 fucking pages. I showed you, Davey. I showed you it all. Somehow this motherfucking shit gave you herpes.
Mm-hmm. It's because, like you said, I don't know if you said it or somebody else said it. it's the spike in the proteins that starts to fucking that your body's not used to.
We had that fucking hearing. I brought it on this goddamn channel. We had that fucking hearing where Peter McCullough had actual fucking proof the spike protein was still creating in a cell 30 fucking days after death. How? After the living organism it's supposed to live or to help support is still creating this protein 30 days after death or somewhere damn close to it. Dude, again, when you're dealing with genetics and everything like that, you cannot have a general fucking order if you don't have it down 100%. Because what works for you does not work for me. I can take alcohol. You can't. So if I have anything genetically related to any part of whatever the fuck they want to build that says I can't take alcohol in my immune system, what would happen if I sent you information that says you can take alcohol?
Can I take the alcohol?
No.
But
There'd
would
be
you
a
take the alcohol?
fucking huge reaction in your system because your system is saying there ain't no goddamn way I can take alcohol because it fucks me up and we're going to die. But yeah, you get alcohol. It's fine. What happens?
I die.
In either case, yes. But that's it. Shit. This shit cannot be actually fucking written in a generalized fashion. When you're talking about mRNA, when you're talking about DNA, it has to be written per fucking person. There ain't no goddamn way this is a generalized bullshit. Because we're not that far along with this gene editing, gene manipulation bullshit. It's not a thing.
Well, I mean, you know.
But when you're talking about this is what he's actually talking about, dude. All this spike in deaths that died suddenly shit, every fucking thing, everything that we followed along with this is what they're talking about. In all of these fucking cases, the vaccine was a thing because of myocarditis, because of, blood clots, because of all this other weird shit that we have even pointed down ourselves.
Well, this is from Newsweek. Newsweek from August 25th, 2021. Are you unvaccinated? It's time to make end-of-life plan / opinion.
Yeah.
August 25th, 2021. June 27th, 2025. COVID vaccine heart risk warning update issued by FDA.
Right. But hey.
You just proved all of us right, you fucks.
How many motherfuckers have we heard that have died of turbo cancer, including Susan Wojcicki of goddamn YouTube?
Yep.
How many? Why are we still looking at you, goddamn?
Could you keep leaving it up, stupid?
It is my fault, but no. How many have we heard of that? Come on, ladies and gentlemen, there's something here. We have to know it. We have to see it. And it has to be released. Y'all know we just try to play God and do it on a massive fucking scale. And it didn't work out. And now governments around the world are struggling and saying, oh, fuck me. Because people are going to be pissed if they know I push this shit. Like here in America. I look like a baby. I just fucking realized that. Without a goddamn beard, I look like a fucking child. Holy shit. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead.
Your wife can play a priest.
Gay as fuck. Ladies and gentlemen, YouTube, I have given you that fucking link. You got 3 minutes. Let's go.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro. Don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're dreaming.
There's no way that you make it, and maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? Fight back.